Hi everyone, my name is Danielle, also known as Miss Happy Housewife, and I teach people that there's no such thing as a perfect housewife, just a happy one. So today we are going to add our very last thing to our routines, and we're also going to be talking about our control journal. We're going to look at what it is, and we're going to start our first one and start putting stuff into it. So let's go ahead and get right to it. We're going to add our final piece to our routines. And I like doing this in the evening, and just because it kind of sets the house back to zero. But this is doing a 5-minute room rescue. I'm going to kind of explain what that is. That is where you're going to set a timer for 5 minutes, and you're going to race around the house or the room, and you're going to pick up whatever you can in 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes is over, you're going to stop. But you're going to find you're going to get a lot done in those 5 minutes. Trust me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my living room. I like doing the living room or the family room because that's where everyone kind of congregates. That's where it's going to get the messiest. For me, thankfully, I've already done that. I do have a little bit of stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that. And then we will go and talk about our control journals. So I want to go and talk about control journals. First, let's talk about what a control journal is. So a control journal is basically like your playbook, if you're familiar with football. This is also kind of like a user manual, which I know we all really wanted when we first started going and taking care of our homes. We wanted a user manual. Give me a handbook. Well, we're creating our own. That's basically what a control journal is. Now, your control journal doesn't need to be amazing. It's going to be kind of natural for you to want to make it perfect. But remember, there's no such thing as perfect, just happy. So I want to share with you some of the things that I've done in the past. So I have had a control journal in a composition notebook. I have tried to have a control journal in a bullet journal. I have also, my very first one was a binder. Fly Lady will actually kind of recommend a binder, which is fine. I am actually going to be restarting my control journal, something that I might be able to fit in my life a little bit easier, with Happy Notes. So that's what I'm going to be using. If you're interested, this was like $11 at Hobby Lobby. I know you can get them on Amazon, so if I can find one, I'll go and give you a link down there. But what's really important right now is that we just start putting stuff in. So we've already done quite a bit, and what we're going to do is we're going to start putting in our routines into our control journal. One of the biggest tips that I can give you is when you go to write down your routines, I would do it in pencil because you want to make sure that the routines that you're setting for yourself actually are going to work with your home and your life. So if you work outside the home, which is perfectly fine, if you work outside the home, you can still use this system, but you may need to alter some of the things that you're going to do based upon your schedule. Because like, let's say you're a nurse. So if you're a nurse, you might actually have a swing shift. So your morning routine and your evening routine may be switched. So it's really going to have to be something that really fits your life. Here's the routines you're going to want to set up inside of your control journal. So we're going to want to have a morning routine section. And this morning routine happens when you wake up. So if it isn't in the morning and it's in the evening, that's what it's going to be. So when you wake up, you are going to make the bed, swish and swipe, unload the dishwasher, and start a load of laundry. Your before bed routine. You're going to want to put in there 2 minutes of hotspot, your 5-minute room refresh, load the dishwasher, wipe the counters, shine the sink, and check the calendar. In my control journals, I like to separate my routines on separate pages. So my morning routine, my evening routine, my before bed routine, all of that are on different pages. That way I can easily go through and I can cross them off. I'm a list person. So the way that I'm going to be using my control journal going forward is I'm going to be using this more as a reference because I also have a planner. So I'm going to be using my control journal and I'm going to be moving stuff into my planner, but this is just like my reference. So that's how I use my control journal. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm excited that we have learned all of our routines and put it into our first control journal. So in the next video, we're going to be going over our weekly home blessing. So that's something that happens every week, and we're going to continue adding to our control journal. So I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.